Dr. Gregory Horton here. Thank you all for coming over to this channel. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. If you think the content is worthy to be shared, please be generous and share. And also, if this is your first time coming over to this channel, subscribe by clicking the notification button and click all so you do not miss a video when they are uploaded. Today we're going to talk about a comment that legendary sprinter Michael Johnson made that has created a major uproar in the track and field world that caused other people, other athletes who are disgruntled by what he said. And he made it absolutely clear that he don't think that he can save track and field, but he feels as if he's able to save track. So I want to know what you think about the comment that Michael Johnson made. Tell me if you agree with what he said or if you disagree with what he said. Please feel free to leave your opinion in the comment section. Now, after Michael Johnson made that statement with BBC, Tara Davis Woodhall and her husband Hunter Woodhall ran out and started to criticize Michael Johnson for the statement that he made, and they made it absolutely clear that what Michael Johnson is doing is unfair and that they don't want him to save the field events, and that what he's doing, trying to save one and not the other, is not fair. Now they went further to criticize him and said that why didn't he do this when he was competing, and they voiced their opinion, and I can tell you that I understand where they're coming from. But nonetheless, I am happy that this conversation is taking place because we always wanted someone to assist the athletes as to how they can be more financially wealthy based on what they have sacrificed in order to be where they are today. So I am truly happy that this conversation is taking place, and I think that with such discussion we should be able to resolve a topic like this once and for all. So I am going to go deep into this topic, and I hope that you can participate with me and feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. So the million-dollar question is, how did we get here? Why is it that legendary sprinter Michael Johnson believes that he has to do something to change the outcome for professional athletes? And I think this is the question that is being missed. Why is it not the IOC, the International Olympic Association, or the World Athletic Association? Why is it not their responsibility to save both track and field? Why is it not the managers who are managing the athletes' responsibility to save track and field? Why is it not the responsibility of the meet directors throughout the world, the Golden Leagues and the Grand Prix One, etc., responsibility to save track and field? Why is it everything seems to be falling on Michael Johnson to save track and field? Now my final question is, why is it not the athletes' responsibility to come together and form a union that can represent them in terms of how they are paid, when they are paid, why they are paid, how much they are paid, so they can level the playing field? Why is it only falling on Michael Johnson to save track and field? So the question again, how did we get here? You see, Michael Johnson and other professional athletes, especially those who are retired, know that during our time that only a few athletes were paid according to what they were worth. And what usually take place is that all the top tier athletes, they would take maybe one or two, a few of them, and they would pay them well, and all the other athletes would be lucky if they leave the meet with a $500 prize money. So as a result of that, a lot of the athletes were going to these meets performing. Everybody else was getting paid except the athlete. And I think that when I look at the structure that Michael Johnson is putting up now, he is trying to make sure that all the professional athletes are paid a fair market price for the services that they would render when they compete at his Grand Slam events. So when you look at the scenario here, you will ask the question then, how can this be saved? What can be done to save it? Who is responsible to save track and field throughout the world? And that is the question we need to ask. And that is the answer that we need to get. So I can tell you this, that any event that can give athletes a fair market price for the service that they render, I am with it. Because we have seen many other events out there who continue to use the athletes to compete. Some of them get injured and there is nothing to show. So my viewers and my subscribers, please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. If you agree with the things that I'm saying, please give me a thumbs up. If you disagree with what I am saying, also feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. Now, before I go, I must acknowledge one of the things that was said during the interview with Michael Johnson. And he said that he don't think he can save track and field at the same time. He think that the best thing to do is to save track, and maybe at some appointed time he will try to save the field events. Now I understand it. I see where he's going with it. At the end of the day, what it comes down to, according to Michael Johnson, is that they are two different audiences. And if he's going to do this project, then it would cost more monies. And as a result of that, he don't think that he is capable of saving both with the resources that he now has. Now, I understand that aspect as well. And I do empathize with the people who are in the field events, because as the evidence shows, there are so many spectacular moments that are going on in the field events. If you look at Jamaica right now, we receive most of our medals at the Olympics in Paris based on the field events. So we want the opportunities to be there for everyone. But if someone now decides to take their own money, their own expertise to do something that can benefit the athletes, then I think this is something that we should all welcome, and to see how we can help him or others who want to do things to strengthen the athlete's position in how they are paid, when they are paid, why they are paid, and how much they are paid. I think instead of bashing the idea, I think people should come together to see how can we make sure that track and field survive at the same time, because we need all hands on deck. Who can support the field event should do it. Who can support the track event should do it. Who can support both events together. That is something that should be done. Now, I've always said this, that the power should be with the athletes and the managers, because they are the ones going out there to do a whole lot of work. Also, I would say that I commend the meet directors, because it do take a whole lot of money and creativity to get a track meet off the ground. But at the end of the day, I think until there is a balanced approach to fix this issue, then the result will always be the same, where only one set of people receive the money and the other set of people will go home broke. My viewers and subscribers, please feel free to share your opinion on this topic in the comment section. I thank you all for listening. I am Dr. Gregory Horton. Have a blessed day.